Welcome to Solved and Unsolved Mysteries of the Bible. And we have a unique find in the land of Israel, but I do have to admit, this one is not in the Bible, but we are going to the Bible area of the Jezreel Valley, where we're going to talk about the Santa Claus ring. And I said this find has been in the Jezreel Valley. If I mentioned that to you biblically, you would be thinking of the Battle of Armageddon, the city, the ancient city of Megiddo. That's, of course, we have the archaeological dig there in the ruins. You can tour that. We're going to be in the valley, and I'm going to show you in just a minute exactly where we'll be. While working in one of the gardens in Moshav Yogev, Dekel ben Shatrit spotted a ring in the vegetable garden. Picking it up, he noted an engraved human figure on it. He said this, "I rubbed the ring lightly and saw a person's figure carved into a frame." Well, now you can see where he is and where the kibbutz is. And that's where we're talking about. It's a group of people forms a small community, and they raise crops and take care of themselves and keep animals also. He posted the ring's image on Facebook in hopes of getting information about it. And lo and behold, the person that answered, it happened to be his neighbor on the same kibbutz. It was Dr. Dror Ben Yosef, and he is the official in charge of the Northern District Heritage in the Nature and Parks Authority. So he was a very high up person, and he saw this. It happened to be his neighbor. So he linked Ben, the finder, with the Israel Antiquities Authority. And the Israel Antiquities Authority, also we call the IAA, is the one that oversees anything found in the ground, in the water. In Israel, it needs to go to them if it looks like anything besides just a rock. And sometimes just a rock needs to go to them if there's some kind of little inscription on it. So he moved them up the line of authority, Ben and the ring. And let's continue. The ancient ring, they dated it between the 12th and 15th centuries AD, after the death of Christ. And that's why I said this is not in the Bible. It's 12 to 1500 years after. And it was examined by archaeology experts who noted that the state of preservation of the ring is outstanding, and research on the special object will contribute to science. Everybody's thinking now, and they are happy. Going on, the ring is carved with the figure of a bald man with a stick next to it, she added, suggesting that based on an initial examination, it appears to be a saint holding a bishop's staff, which is his hallmark. So one of the giveaways on coinage or on artifacts with a staff would be a bishop. Of course, it would be a spiritual leader of some kind. And here is a picture of that ring. Look how preserved it is. In the Eastern Christian world, this saint was the patron of the travelers, including pilgrims and sailors, Christian pilgrims who came to the land of Israel from across the Byzantine Empire, that being Turkey, the Balkans, Greece, even Russia. They used to carry on their persons an icon of this saint to protect them from harm. It is not inconceivable that the ring belonged to a pilgrim who also sought the protection of St. Nicholas, or Santa Claus. So, on this day it was discovered that Santa Claus stops by Israel every year too. Methinks he dropped the ring while going down in an Israeli chimney. And so I close with saying Merry Christmas to you. Everything about the archaeological find and I've shared with you is absolutely true. And but again, I remind you, it's not in the Bible, but it's in the Bible lands. May God bless you, and I hope that you had a good time listening to this, reading it, watching it, and may God bless you down the road. If I can help you in any way, this is where to get me.